Good afternoon, grade sixes. How are you all today? Okay, before we start, I would just like to make sure that everybody has access to a computer. You can sit with a friend because I want you to see the screen so you could follow when we discuss, when we continue with our discussion. Okay, everybody good? Everybody has access? Now, I was told by your teacher that you'll be starting a project really, really soon. A project on social awareness. Now, it's a research project, and definitely you would have to gather a lot of information. Now, talking about information, gathering of information, where do you usually go? What site do you usually go when you would like to gather or you would like to find out information or would like to know about things? Okay, most of you said Google. I also use Google every now and then. But for a research project, how reliable will the information be? Is it credible? Is it trustworthy? Or will it be considered fake information or fake news? Now, as a student or a staff here at the Halton Catholic District School Board, we are fortunate that we have databases that we can use 24/7. I know you are aware of these databases, but my question is, do you know how to look for these databases on the web page or the home page? Okay, but before we go into that, I would like to ask you, anybody here knows what an online database is? Very good. An online database is like an online library. It's giving us information from encyclopedias, textbooks, newspapers, and magazines. Now, with the databases available to us from the Halton Catholic District School Board homepage, what would be the benefit of using them? Okay, again, like what I mentioned earlier, using these online databases is accessible 24 hours a day as long as you have internet access. It is also trustworthy compared to other websites, because you know that anyone can put information on sites like Wikipedia, making the information not reliable. So you have to be really, really careful about that. It is also subject specific, making it easier to find the information needed for a certain project or assignment. Now, gathering information, you have to be very vigilant too. Again, you must know like what information is true and what information is not reliable. Again, using these databases, it is safe to say that the information that you'll be gathering using these databases would be trustworthy, again, credible, reliable. Now, do you still remember how to get into the sites? Anybody? Okay, let's do a review on how to get into these sites. Now, you will see here the home page of the Halton Catholic School District School Board. Now, you have it up on your screen. Now, everybody sees it? Okay, now on the screen, on the left hand corner, you would see students. I want you to click on that. Now, once you click on students, you would see a drop-down list. Now, everybody follows? Okay, you would see library resources. Make sure to click on that. And it would bring you to a different screen. It would have elementary resources or secondary resources. We're in grade 6, so we have to click on elementary resources. Okay, these steps, again, as a reminder, these steps are the steps that you have to go through to locate the database that you're going to use for your research project. Okay, these are the steps to go to the databases available to all of us through the Halton Catholic District School Board homepage. Everybody follows? Okay, now going back, click on elementary resources. Now, once you click on the elementary resources, do we have the same, everybody has the same screen? Okay, you would see the different categories over here. Okay, this category here, you would see it's subject specific. If you have projects about arts, French, math, science, physical education, and health, you could click on these categories. It's subject specific. And on the other side of the screen, you would see the general resources. This would be a list of the databases available for you to use when you conduct our research. Now, I would like to center on the Canadian Reference Center database. Okay, if I click on that, again, Canadian Reference Center database, if I click on that, it will give you this screen. Now, do you follow? Okay, now it would have this space here, a search bar, where you could type in the topic that you would like to ask or research on. Let's say, for example, I'm curious, like playing video games, how does it affect the academics or your academic performance? Okay, I type that in the search box, and it will populate or generate a different result, a lot of results here, different results. You see here many more negatives, library systems report about, again, academic performance and playing video games and putting brain training to test, and a lot more. Again, these articles are credible. You would see it's a news article, periodical, it came from academic journal, and it has the authors over here. Now, all this information is really, really important, especially when you're doing a research project. Okay, when you click on this information, it will give you all, like, the whole information, the whole text of the topic. Now, going back, it has the author, the volume issue, the page number, etc. Now, why are these things really, really important? Why can't it just be the title, then the article? Again, something that you'll have to remember when doing a research project, since you're getting information from an article, from a database, written by someone else, you would have to give importance or what I should say is you have to cite where you got that information from. Citing is really, really important. Now, we'll go into that later on. Okay, now the other site that you could see here, database that you could also use is Explora, something that is a favorite of mine because it's really, really colorful. Let's say I would like to find out about explorers. I type in explorers again in the search box, and it would generate a lot of information of the different explorers. Now you would see again what's common on these databases again would be the author, issue date, page number, and it also sometimes have the reading levels, especially for younger age. Now you could also choose the latest publication, or you can go back, way back, in this case till the 1990s. This site is really, it's user friendly, and I'm pretty sure as a grade 6 student, it would be like a walk in the park for you to use these databases. Now, going back, as I mentioned, with all this information here, the title, the author, the publication date, the issue and everything, the location it was published, why are these things very important? In a research project, you are getting information from somebody else, or you are using information written by somebody else. That's why it's very important that you have to cite your sources. Now, what is citation? Citation is the way you tell your readers that certain material in your work came from another source. It also gives your readers the information necessary to find that source again, okay, including information about the author, the title of the work, the name and location of the company that published your copy of the source, the date your copy was published, and the page number of the material you are borrowing. This information must be included in your citation. I will teach you how to do a proper citation later on. Now, question, why is it important? Why should I cite? Okay, giving credit to the original author by citing sources is the only way to use other people's work without plagiarism or plagiarizing. Do you know what plagiarism is? Very good. But there are a number of other reasons to cite resources or sources. Citations are extremely helpful to anyone who wants to find out more about their ideas and where they came from. Your research work, not everything on your research work was your idea. It came from somebody else. You're copying information. That's why it's important you, again, make note of that through citation. Not all sources are good or right. Your own ideas may often be more accurate or interesting than those of your sources. Proper citation will keep you from taking the route from someone else's bad ideas. Number 3, citing sources shows the amount of research you've done. And number 4, citing sources strengthens your work by lending outside support to your ideas. These are the reasons why you have to cite the information that you gather from the different databases or articles. Now, when do I need to cite? Whenever or every time you borrow words or ideas, you need to acknowledge their source. The following situation almost always require citation. Whenever you use quotes, whenever you paraphrase, whenever you use an idea that someone else has already expressed, whenever you make specific reference to the work of another, and whenever someone else's work has been critical in developing your own ideas. These are the different reasons why you have to cite the information that you gather from databases. Okay, there will be another presentation where I'm going to conduct and I'm going to teach you how to cite properly. But again, as a reminder, when you do your research, make sure to use credible databases. Again, trustworthy databases that are available to us, like from the Halton Catholic District School Board. They are reliable, again, trustworthy, and again, you could access it anywhere 24 hours in a day. Okay, 24/7, as they say. Okay, and again, always remember, do not forget to cite your sources. Okay, so before we move forward and show you how to do what database you're going to use for your project on social awareness, I just want to make sure that when you do your research, you always have to keep calm and always enjoy researching. Okay, now let's proceed with our Canadian Reference Center database, and I'll show you how to use it for your research project.